Hey guys, I don't really like how that last video ended. Kind of ended abruptly. I didn't get back with you as soon as I would have liked to let you know what happened that night. But I went to load the new tune file. I used my credits on it to get into the PCM to load the file and everything. And then it ate the credits. Everything was good. Went to load it in, do a write all on it. And it said unlicensed vehicle. So that's fantastic that it ate my credits like that, but hey, it's all good. Talked to Steve about it and he said, hey, just pull the PCM out and send it to me. So I got the PCM out of the car. I sent it to Steve at the beginning of the week, Sunday I believe is when it was. And got it up there to him. He got it, he went in, he got the same checksum error on a bench. So he has a bench to where you can remotely tune a car and not have it hooked up to the said car. All you gotta do is power it up and have an OBD2 port that you just plug in. And so he did that, he got the checksum error, and then I don't know exactly what he did, to be honest with you. But I talked to him and he said that he got the tune in the car, or in the PCM itself. So it's in there. It gave him a checksum error. He did a write all, and he was able to push the write all into the PCM. I don't know if it's something wrong with my cable or what, because he has an unlocked cable. So he's paid a couple $1,000s to have an unlocked cable for these cars, I believe. That's what I'm assuming. But like I said, PCM's up there to him in Michigan. It only takes it about a day to get up there. But while it was off, I figured I would go ahead and get that SLP lid on and get that off. It has I'm going to get Ben to order a Spectre or a K&N air filter for it, because that is not going back in this car. That's just a quick update on that. Anything else going on? Bushings are out. Oh, I got another GTO spare. So that's the skinnies for the front of the car. And then Blake Reed just came over. He's the guy that has the black G8 that I did heads, cam, not heads, I'm sorry, just the cam, headers, and a few other things. But anyways, he's bought a lot of parts. I'm going to work on his car through April. He bought David Glanzer's, whatever his name is, his old nitrous kit. I'm going to go through it and see if he needs anything else. I don't know exactly what all it has. He may need a nitrous controller, but I'm not sure. I'm going to go through that. And then what else he has, he's got a Circle D stall. It's a stall. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen Circle D stall. It's a stock size, like 278, I believe, is the stock size on the G8s. So it's stock size stall, but it is a 3200 billet single. So that'll wake that car up a lot. I believe I'm going to pick up another set of 345s here in a couple weekends for his car. The diff bushings should be here tomorrow. I got a Veram for my car that should be here today. And the PCM for this car should be here tomorrow. So this car should be firing up this weekend. I may be going up to Michigan again to get some more parts. They got another guy, he has a 01 Formula, and his name's Isaac Weiss. And we're going to pick up a set of 243s and 345 gears. 243 heads and a set of 345 gears from a guy up in Michigan. So there's our little early update. I'll be uploading this in a couple weeks, but there's an update on that, and I will see you guys later. Hey everybody, what's going on? PCM came in from Steve, got it in the car. It runs, it fired right up. I was a little skeptical about it whenever I first started it, because I pulled all the wires off the injectors, unplugged all the injectors and unplugged all the coils, and I went to crank it and I wasn't reading any oil pressure. It's like, oh shit, here we go. I didn't do anything to it and the damn thing ain't got oil pressure. But I figured, hey, why not? Let's plug it all up and try to fire it. So had it all jacked up and everything, fired up. I mean, crank, bang, fired up. Lifters were noisy as all hell because the engine's been done since, I believe, early December. And then I just saw that gauge just go up to about 65 psi oil pressure, and then there she was. So yeah, the oil pressure came up and everything is all good to go. As you guys can see, it is dark out here now. I was fiddling around with the car trying to get the exhaust to fit better. It's just a pain in the ass. The guy that did all the work to it didn't put the clamps on the exhaust, so I was having to bend the hell out of every one of them and then bend them back to get them to fit. You guys can't see anything. You see them under the hood. Looks the same. The air filter is of course in. Got it put in. He ordered the Spectre one. It was only like 27 bucks, so that ain't too bad. We've already went out and drove the car, topped the fluids off. The coolant is full. The oil is good. No leaks. Nothing. Feel pretty good about it. And even though I didn't do a whole lot of the work, feels good. Feels good to get a car going. So you want to go ahead and fire it up. I'm gonna start this thing up for you guys. Hey, take it out of gear. Got out of gear this time? Just rev it up just a little bit. Not too bad for what's done to it. I mean, it's basically a cam bolt-on car. Doesn't sound too gosh darn shabby. Oh, that's good. No, just shut it off and then put it in gear. Oh, there's that. Plan on doing a couple more things tonight. Maybe work on my G8. Luke's over here killing customers' cars and stuff abruptly. His car's out here parked in the weeds. And yeah, there's the car, guys. It runs good. It runs strong. The auto response is awesome. I'm hoping I can talk the guy into doing some suspension work to the car, because I mean it's got a bone stock suspension on it. It's got 102,000 miles on it, so he really needs to do some of that stuff. I think the rear end's making some noise too. So yeah, I hope he wants to put a little bit more money into it. He hemorrhaged a lot of money getting this thing going and getting the engine rebuilt and everything. But that's what he wanted. He wanted a warranty. He wanted a new engine, and I can't blame him. So if I get anything else done tonight, I'll keep you guys updated. We got another week until I'll upload. Cousin should be getting another one today or tomorrow. So yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date. Hey everybody, I did end up working on the G8. Luke was over here, so I figured I'd take advantage of that. Got the car in here, and I moved some things around. Got it kind of centered up in the garage-ish. I didn't quite want it that far over there, just to have the room, because you know, it's not a big garage to do all the shit I want to be doing in it. But as you can possibly see, I got the front bumper off of it. Me and Luke had a hell of a time getting that off because of it. I mean, it's never been off before. And these right here are they're a dick, to say the least. Yeah, you just got to really fiddle around with them. And I got one of them out. If you can pop them out from the inside of the fender well, that's the best way to do it. But besides that, you got to yank the hell out of this bumper to get it off, and it just scares me. I don't want to chip the paint on the bumper, even though it is already damaged from when I first actually got the car. But I don't want to hurt it even worse than it already is. But I got the old intake off the car, the old ghetto ram, yeah, and I did get the Ram in. I got the Ram, the hardest parts in, and there's the other half of it. I'm actually messing around with that. I kind of wanted to give you guys a couple pointers on how to put one of these Rams on these cars and do it right, because I watched a how-to installation video on YouTube of how to do it, because I didn't have any instructions, and I was kind of like, okay, what the hell's going on? I had a base theory of how it needed to be done, as in the radiator needed to move and everything, but didn't know exactly what to do. So did that, and if you got the bumper off, the best way to do it is to be able to get in here and actually, as you can see, put these, this is a harness that runs across the core support, and I put a couple holes in it, drilled it, and for some to mount that harness on. The harness originally runs through right where the Ram is actually pulling its air from practically. As you can see, maybe, this is where the camera's killing me. You see those supports right through there? It has these clips, just like that are on the harness. They're just taped onto it, and you can cut those off, pull them away, and if you don't have the bumper off, like I conveniently do, you can shove it up underneath there and then put your Vari-Ram on. You shove it up under there, get your Vari-Ram on there. You got to push the radiator way back. I mean, that's as far as that radiator will go back. And then you get that wedge down in there. I mean, that's tight. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, I got the car in here. The stall is on its way. William Corey actually sent me a shipping tracking number for that today, so it's in process to be here. So this is where it's going to happen. Transit's going to come out and everything right here in this little garage. And guys, if I can do it, you can do it. I have the knowledge to do it, and I have a small ass garage to do it in. So don't think you have to have a big shop to do it in, because you don't. You get the tools, you get a buddy, and you do your research, and you can do these types of things. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's a nice Sunday out here. It's probably my last day uploading. Got the car up on all 4 jack stands. Plan to just do a few things and time lapse through it. So here we go. Oh yeah, this is what your intake should look like whenever you take it off. Definitely on one of these cars, you just leave it all together, pop some lines off, unplug the injectors, bam. I even got the map and the Vari-Ram still on this one. That's what it should look like. That's the easy way. Some of you guys may be asking, why the hell is he taking the intake off the thing? Just put it on there. I wanted to test fit that Vari-Ram and make sure it fit. And as far as the intake manifold and everything, you want there's got a couple of bolts. Woo! It's got a couple of bolts up here. I say a couple, it's about 3 of them that you need to get to from the top. Trans bolts. You can see the transmission just through there. There's one of the bolts actually. And as you rotate around, there's more bolts. And you don't want to fiddle around with those from underneath. There's another one right there. Can't quite see it. I don't think you may be able to on the computer. There's another one over there just on the opposite side of where that one is. So much easier to get to them from up here. I'm actually going to, I took off the fuel line that goes back there, the evap line, I took it off. I'm actually throwing that in the garbage, all of it, because I want to get a catch can. That catch can actually mounts right here. It's a Camaro catch can. Camaro's have them mount right there. Elite Engineering is the one I'm going to use. So I'm actually going to yank the coils off of it as well. All the coils are going to come off of it. And I may take the headers off of it. I've been wanting to get some exhaust work done to it, so those may come off as well. And just get it all out of the way, make it as easy as possible. So, yeah. Well, guys, I just noticed I screwed up. I had the phone mounted up and everything the way I wanted it. and this is what I use to mount it. I wedge it in there between those the two 9/16 and then the 5/8. That's how I wedge it in there. That's how I get this video out, guys. If I'm going hands-free, that's how I do it. But I was just saying, I was taking the coils out, and of course, there you go. I took them out. Dang, it's really easy. I actually unplug all the coil, the plug wires, I mean, from the plugs themselves, and then take all the 10mm bolts out that hold the coil brackets on, and that way you can just loosen all those up. Make sure before you take your last bolt out that you unplug this connector that plugs into the harness, so that you're not fighting the coils falling down and everything while you're trying to unplug that. So make sure you unplug that before you actually take the coil bracket off, along with all the coils, and then they'll come out and they will look just like this, setting everything outside, because as you know, I got a tiny garage. They'll come out looking just like that. I plan to paint those up a little bit. They're getting a little bit of surface rust on them, so I'll plan on painting those up, taking all the coils off of them, sanding them, painting them. I'm going to try to find an orange that matches the car. I haven't done any kind of color coordination under the hood, but I may do it just for shits and giggles. Everything's black, like the valve cover's black. I cleaned the heads up. They look pretty good. You can't even see the damn the timing cover, but it's also that wrinkle black. Daniel actually painted those for me while we were wrenching on the car. But guys, I'm actually gonna end the video here because I've got so much content. I'm actually gonna upload this in the middle of the week, and then I'm going to keep working on the car today, but I'm going to put it in the video that I'm gonna upload on the weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna get everything moved around to where I can get up underneath the car, and I'm just gonna start yanking everything out. So yeah, that'll be in the next video. I hope you guys enjoy what we're doing. If not, it's not really going to change anything that we're doing as for uploading videos. We're going to keep uploading videos. If you have suggestions, we'll listen to them. But as far as that, we're just going to keep doing what we do, whether you guys like it or not. So, but open to suggestions, definitely. If you see me doing something wrong or stupid or anything, let me know. I usually jump to conclusions on cars and go to the hardest thing possible. So if I'm fighting something, let me know. Anyways, I'm rambling on. I'm going to keep going on this. There's an unnecessary bolt that's going away. Look at that. What the hell does that do? You see that shit? What is that? It's nothing. Who the hell stuck that there? Studebaker. Anyway. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll keep going on this. And look at this, so beautiful. I'll keep going on this and let you guys know how it goes and everything. Follow us on Instagram at Wilson and Cars, and I actually run a Facebook page. It's mostly just stuff that I upload up here. It's called H&W Autosport. So if you want to go like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and we don't have a twatter, so don't even try to find us on there. Anyways, guys, take care. I'm going to keep wrenching.